What's good, Skins fans? So we play the Carolina Panthers on Sunday, and I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I had a great Thanksgiving with family. I had a good time. I hope everybody enjoyed the good food, canned yams, mac and cheese, turkey, chicken, roast, you name it, all that stuff. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I had a great Thanksgiving. I loved seeing the Cowboys take that L, man. I loved seeing the Cowboys taking that L yesterday. Seeing Jerry Jones look like he was going to cry yesterday. Oh my gosh, that was so fun, so funny, man. Seeing Dak just fumble the ball, throw a pick, throw the ball like 10 feet away from Zeke on that fourth down. It was awesome, man. Hearing Michael Bennett just scream at the team. I had a great day yesterday. I had a good time. I hope everybody had a good holiday. If you're out shopping today, Black Friday, I hope everybody stays safe out there and finds some good gifts for your loved ones. So I hope everybody had a good holiday yesterday. Now about the Panthers. We played the Panthers. We already know what it is. Christian McCaffrey's a beast. He's an MVP candidate. Kyle Allen he's very inconsistent. He's very inconsistent. Now Kyle Allen, he's had some good games. He had a good game against the Saints, and then he had a terrible game against the Falcons. He threw 4 picks, and he lost against the Falcons by it was like 31-3 or something like that. So they got blown out. Kyle Allen's very, very inconsistent. If you didn't hear, Ryan Kerrigan is out. He will be missing his first game ever as a Washington Redskin. This will be his first injury. I mean, not his first injury, but his first time missing a game for the Washington Redskins. I think he had like 139 starts in a row for the Washington Redskins. So shout out to Ryan Kerrigan, man. He's been one of the few bright spots for the Washington Redskins. A lot of people wanted to trade Ryan Kerrigan. I wasn't really opposed to it. I love to see him stay. But if the Washington Redskins do end up trading Ryan Kerrigan in the offseason for, say, a third-round pick or a second-round pick, I really can't get mad at that. Now, if we do get an edge rusher. Now, if we get Chase Young in the draft, then yeah, you just trade. I wouldn't mind trading Ryan Kerrigan. If we get Chase Young, if we have the second pick of the draft, I would try. I would keep Ryan Kerrigan. I think having Ryan Kerrigan. I'm going on a little tangent off subject of the game, but next year I'm always thinking about next year because this season is basically over to me. So I think this offseason is probably the most important offseason that we've had in a long time because you have to build this team. We have to get more picks and load up. But this is the last thing I'll say about Kerrigan. If we do get the second pick of the draft and draft Chase Young, I would still keep Ryan Kerrigan. You can never have enough edge rushers. You can never have enough guys rushing the passer. So I wouldn't just trade Ryan Kerrigan if we got Chase Young. I would still keep Kerrigan, honestly. I just wouldn't pay Ryan Kerrigan because I think he has one more year on his deal. Next year, I think is his last year on his deal. I just wouldn't renew the contract. I would just keep him one more year and just have him on the team. But Ryan Kerrigan will be out. We did sign Nate Orchard, the defensive end. He was a former second-round pick. He did play for the Browns. He was on Hard Knocks, and he was one of the final cuts on Hard Knocks, Nate Orchard. He did play for the Dolphins in the preseason this year. I think he just got cut. So I knew when we signed Nate Orchard on Wednesday, whenever that was, I just knew Ryan Kerrigan was going to play. And we all know how concussions goes for the Washington Redskins. We saw it happen to Vernon Davis. Now Jordan Reed is on IR. So I wouldn't be surprised if Ryan Kerrigan goes on IR as well. I just would not be surprised. So we'll see the news for that probably next week. Maybe by next Thursday, we'll see if they announce Ryan Kerrigan IR or if he's going to ever play again for the rest of this year. So back to the Panthers. They have DJ Moore, the tough receiver out of the Terps. Out of Maryland Terps. My Terps just won a basketball. So DJ Moore, he has 900 something. He has like 905 receiving yards. So that will be a tough matchup. I think Quentin Dunbar will be defending DJ Moore because obviously Quentin Dunbar is our best cornerback. Josh Norman will probably be active, but Josh Norman will probably only be on special teams. I heard he's supposed to get a little bit more playing time, but we'll see. As long as Fabian Moreau and Quentin Dunbar on the outside and Jimmy Moreland's in slot, that's all that really matters to me. That's all I want to see. I don't really want to see Josh Norman out on the field anyway. A lot of people want to see him get cut. I don't think he's going to be cut until the season is over. I want to say February or March. Josh Norman will be cut, but he will be facing his former team in the Carolina Panthers in Carolina. Now, we did beat Carolina last year. That was when we were actually a good team. We were on our way to being 6-3. We did beat the Panthers last year by a couple points. So that was a good game last year. But Kyle Allen, Christian McCaffrey by far is the best player on that team. So we got to do whatever we can to stop Christian McCaffrey, man. He might go off. He can fool around and get 150 yards running the ball and get like 100 and something yards catching the football as well. So he can really torch us. That's the one guy we really have to keep our eye on. DJ Moore, I don't know if Curtis Samuel, the wide receiver, is going to be playing this game. Greg Olson. But we got to watch out for the Panthers, man. This is going to be a tough game. A lot of people think we're going to win, but I don't know about that. Now, for the Redskins, what we need to do to win this game, of course, run the football with Geis, Adrian Peterson, Let's do some play action here. Let's make it easy for Dwayne. Stop doing these stupid running the ball every time on first down. It really pisses me off. If you saw the stream, I was really getting pissed off against the Lions. We just ran the ball on first downs like 10 possessions in a row. We ran the ball on first down like every time. It was just so predictable. It was really getting me. It was really getting me upset. I was really getting pissed off because we just kept running the football over and over and over again. It was just stupid. Setting up Dwayne Haskins for failure because on first down we would run the ball again, get stopped for after 2 yards. Second down, run the ball again, get negative yards, and then it would be like a 3rd and 9 for Dwayne Haskins, and then that's when they forced that fumble. Now Dwayne, we already know how Dwayne did last week. We moved on from the selfie thing. Just let that go. Move on for him. It's time. Move on from that. It's time for Dwayne Haskins to mature. He needs to grow up. I know he's 22 years old, but he has a lot of growing up to do. I think he said it himself. Honestly, in the press conference, I think he said it himself that he's maturing. He's getting better. He's getting smarter. He's just growing up, man. He's a rookie. 22 years old. I can't. I was immature when I was around that age. When I was like 20 years old, 21. We all were. We all made mistakes. And you gotta learn from it. Just never let that happen again. It was a bonehead thing, doing the selfie. It's something that we really shouldn't have to talk about, him doing a selfie. Like, back in the 90s, we didn't have cell phones. So nowadays, you have to worry about players doing stuff like that. You have to, now in 2019, 2020, you have to worry about guys having cell phones on the sideline, calling people, taking selfies. It's just silliness, and it's something that never should have happened. We need to have somebody around Dwayne Haskins. We need Kevin O'Connell, Tim Rattay, one of those quarterback coaches, offense coordinators. They need to be around Dwayne, make Dwayne get. You don't have to force Dwayne to get in early or whatever. Dwayne should be doing that by himself, on his own. But we know the kid is young. We know he's still a kid. They need to coach him up. If Kevin O'Connell, you want this job, you have to basically coach Haskins up and help him to grow up on the field. On and off the field, you basically have to help this man grow up. And we don't want to baby this guy, but Dwayne Haskins, he needs to grow up. He's got to grow up fast, man. He's got to grow up fast. You're the quarterback in the NFL. You have to grow up fast. So Dwayne Haskins here. This game, the Panthers, their defense, they've gotten a lot of sacks. I think they're second most in the league with sacks. So it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game, man. Every game is tough for us anyway, because every team basically is just kind of better than us. Because we're 2-9. The Panthers are 5-6. So Dwayne Haskins, my prediction stats for him this game, I feel like he's going to go like 17 for 24, like 18 for 29, and I think he's going to have like 205 yards passing. I got Geis having a good game. I think he's going to go for like 50 yards receiving as well. I think Peterson's finally going to have a little bit better of a game with like 60 yards rushing. I think we should be able to run the football on this team. The final score for this game, I just have us losing. I have us losing like 28 to. I'm going to go with like 24-20. I have us losing to the Panthers. Now, if you didn't know, we are 4th in the draft order. We're number 4. So right now, we would not be getting Chase. For all the Chase Young lovers, we're the 4th pick of the draft, and the 4th pick of the draft is just not high enough to get Chase Young. So now, I wouldn't be, like I said, in my mock draft, I had us getting Andrew Thomas. If we have the 4th pick, then we're just going to get Andrew Thomas at the left tackle position. And I'd be fine with that because you have to build from your offensive line. You have to build from your offensive line. Now, like I said, I have us losing 24-20 here. I just think I got Dwayne throwing 1 touchdown. I don't think he's going to throw an interception in this game. I think he's going to have 1 touchdown, no picks, like 17 for 30, 205 yards, and 1 touchdown, no picks. I think Geis is going to get in the end zone. I think he's going to score a touchdown. I think we're just going to lose this game 24-20. I think Christian McCaffrey's going to have a day against us, and Kyle Allen is going to just do just enough. He's going to do just enough for the Panthers to win this game. So let me know what your prediction is for Dwayne Haskins' game. Do you think Darius Guy's going to break out? Steven Sims Jr., we need to have him return punts. Terry McLaurin's going to do a good job. Kelvin Harmon, you got to hang on to the ball. You got to catch that ball. And Paul Richardson, I don't know if Paul Richardson's playing or not. We've kind of moved on from Paul Richardson a little bit. I know the fans have. So I don't know if he's going to be cut after the season. So we'll see. Let me know what you guys think about this game, what Dwayne Haskins is going to do, what's your expectations for him. Quentin Dunbar's got to step up. Landon Collins, make sure you vote for Quentin Dunbar for the Pro Bowl. Make sure you vote for Landon Collins, Terry McLaurin as well. Trying to think who else, Matt Ionites. Make sure you vote for those guys. Maybe even Steven Sims can make the Pro Bowl just off of being a kick returner. You never know. So make sure you guys go out there and vote. I've voted for Quentin Dunbar already. I'm going to make sure I vote for the other guys. All right, y'all. Hail to them Skins. All right, y'all. Peace.